India is hosting the 15th edition of the FIH Hockey World Cup in Odisha. 16 of the top teams from around the world are here to fight it out for the big prize. World number 2 Belgium come into the tournaments as defending champions, but world number 1 Australia are the ones everyone is afraid. But hosts India hope to win this prize, which has been eluding them since 1975. Welcome to Expo the Savvy, and let's talk about the 5 fascinating facts of the 2023 FIH Field Hockey World Cup. Since 2018, the competition has expanded from 12 to 16 teams. Expectedly, 2018 saw the participation of one new team in the World Cup, China. Although a 16-team event was tried in the 2002 edition, where the teams were divided into 2 groups, but now we have 4 groups of 4. This year we have 2 new teams in the mega event, Wales and Chile. Last time when multiple debutants were at one World Cup was in 1994 Sydney. 3 teams, Belarus, South Africa and South Korea made their first presence, out of which South Korea have been fairly consistent since then. 9 countries have hosted the previous 14 editions of the FIH Hockey World Cup, but Kuala Lumpur is the only city to have hosted the event twice, 1975 and 2002. Bhubaneswar has done one better. It became the first city to host back-to-back editions of the World Cup, after successfully hosting the 2018 campaign for the first time, although it is co-hosting this year's event with Rourkela. In fact, this is the first time that 2 cities will co-host one edition of the World Cup, and this trend will be seen in the next edition of the World Cup too. Bhubaneswar is now definitely becoming the center of world hockey with its infra and fan following. India and Pakistan were the powerhouse of world hockey in the last century, but both the teams are nowhere near that high in the current scenario. If you look at the first 8 editions of the World Cup, 7 finals had at least one of India or Pakistan playing in it. And Pakistan were the greats, as they had already won 4 World Cup titles in those 8 tournaments. But since then, not only India or Pakistan haven't won the tournament, they haven't even made it to the semis, let alone the finals. With Pakistan already missing out on back-to-back events, it seems India has managed to do slightly better than their border rivals. If India doesn't make it to the final this year, this will be the 7th straight edition without either of the Asian giants. The Hockey World Cup is played every 4 years, and it takes place in the same year like the Football World Cup. However, this time the World Cup is taking place in 2023, an odd year. Last time the World Cup took place in an odd year was way back in 1975. In fact, the first 3 editions were held in 1971, 1973 and 1975. But after keeping the 4th in 1978, the scheduling stuck to a 4-year cycle. But this doesn't mean we will have the next World Cup in 2027. It will be set to normal scheduling in 2026, when Belgium and Netherlands co-hosted in the summer. The 2018 World Cup in Bhubaneswar had a budget of Rs 66.98 crores, and it was meant to be one of the best ever World Cup in terms of facilities and infra. But the Odisha government and Hockey India together decided to add another city for 2023, Rourkela. For this, they had to build a new stadium in the city. The newly constructed Birsa Munda Stadium costed almost a mad amount of Rs 8,000 crores. Improving accommodation, transport and developing regions nearby meant the overall budget crossed the 1,000 barrier and ended with a staggering figure, 1,098.4 crores. Whether this amount will improve hockey as a whole in the country or has just diverted funds from essential services, time will tell. Nonetheless, the 2023 FIH Hockey World Cup has indeed been a benchmark for future events.